Professor?
Is that true? You aren't quite what I had pictured. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I was sure you'd be roped into joining the Knights.
Don't tell me. You chose this class just to get to know me better, right? I'm flattered, really. Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words more carefully.
I don't mind.
Oh, well then, since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose formalities aren't all that necessary.
One must truly marvel at the exceptionality of this appointment. Becoming a teacher to students almost the same age as yourself. How unusual. I've heard you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
Are you really as strong as they say? Let's see your biceps. I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the Knights.
As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes. What's more, Teach here is the child of the most renowned former captain of the Knights of Saros.
I heard. There's no way a child of the captain isn't worthy. It's simply not possible. The captain? Who are you talking about? Captain Gerald, of course. The most notable captain of the Knights of Saros and a peerless mercenary.
Not that well known.
It doesn't matter what you think of him. Captain Gerald deserves nothing but respect. Well, after working as a mercenary alongside a father figure such as he, I have high hopes for our professor.
Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithia. Assuming that a child is going to be exceptional just because of their lineage is a bad idea. Don't you agree, Marianne?
Huh? Oh, yes, I suppose so. Well, we can find out for ourselves in battle. I can't wait to see what tactics you've learned from the captain.
A battle? Shouldn't we have a welcome party or something first? I'll get the meat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I am more than willing to procure some high-quality leaves.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea. If there's no meat involved, it's not a party.
Your common sensibilities are grating to my noble ears. Please quiet yourself.
Sorry for the bickering, Teach. As you can see, the Golden Deer House is a rowdy bunch. We're not especially unified. You'll find nobles and commoners alike here. Those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers. But hey, that just makes your life more exciting, right? I really hope you're looking forward to the year ahead as much as I am.
So, fun little thing, you can play around with the Joy-Cons if you push them to the right. Violet goes right, you push them to the left. Violet will go left. But yeah, that's the Golden Deer House. I'll admit that, like, there are definitely characters in the other routes that I'm interested in meeting and everything, and I'm excited to play the other routes too. But, you know, like if I had to, like, chips are down the one that I was most interested in, and the one that me personally, like, the house I think I'd find myself in, I definitely see Golden Deer being the one. So you get, like, money, and there's, like, this cool kind of, like, time system. It's very similar to Persona in a lot of ways.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use
time to learn
this
about
device
crests.
I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And you believe I have a crest?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Do what you can to find out.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. Now, I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
I like the idea of Crest. Like, I mean, I don't like the whole idea of it only being tied to noble bloodlines, and I would like it that gets twisted on its head a little bit.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
So yeah, there's basically a schedule, and we can do stuff. Basically, we have Sunday off to do whatever we want, and then like time will pass in between, and then there will be like events like missions and stuff in the meanwhile. The thing with the Crest is like, I'm gonna complain a lot about Fire Emblem Fates in this Let's Play. It wouldn't be a Doug Let's Play or stream if I wasn't complaining about something, I guess. And I hate that that's kind of becoming like, you know, a thing of mine. But I'm bringing it up for comparison's sake because I think, you know, criticism is important, and to hopefully highlight the pros of this game, because I definitely think that, you know, in Fire Emblem Fates there's this thing called Dragon Veins, which only royal characters can have, and there are, based on your route, a potential of 6 to 10 royal characters, and that's not even counting like the child units you can get, because you can like pair up characters to get like children later on down the line and stuff. And basically they could activate these things called Dragon Veins, which could, like, you know, switch up maps, like open up bridges, or like, you know, freeze all the enemies and stuff. It's a bunch of weird stuff. But like, they were brought up, and then they were never talked about afterwards. Like, there was no lore to it. It was just a game mechanic. It was an interesting one, but it felt kind of unexplained, and I think the Crests are going to play a bigger role this time around. But yeah, we got a schedule and we can do stuff. And I am looking to explore. So this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. Alright, and so we can talk to people.
So, these are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
So, you know, you can talk to characters and stuff. I talked to most of the characters already.
Okay.
But a few characters will have quests for you.
I heard about the goodness. Listen to me.
Some of them will have quests that will introduce you
Let me know
to
when you are hungry.
some of the side activities in the game.
I will
So
make
I'm
you
going
a
to get started
quality
on
meal
those.
as thanks for
Just so
your
that way
service to His
I can show
Highness.
them off and we can do them.
I have a request.
Alright, we will talk to Claude once we pick up the other options.
What the hell?
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see.
Alright.
Professor?
So
I've got a
basically,
small favor
there are
to
like
ask.
these nice little, not time sinks, but just like extra things you can do in the game. That like, it's kind of like Persona. You can spend time in different things and boost your social meter, or in this case, the support meter with certain characters and stuff. And also, when you talk to the characters, you can like get like little boosts to your support's minor sometimes. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on that right now. Once we get to like the new stuff, like I've already seen it, and it's like not something I am extremely invested in. Well, that's not
My
true.
thanks.
Like I'm invested in it, but it's like I don't think it's necessary for me to see it again or do it again after having done it once. Alright, so we will go to the galley. I think that's called the food place. Alright, so we want to pick up a conversation with Lane, a quest.
Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
That's a shame.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a
Okay,
favor?
some fish. I'm gonna go do that, and then we can eat. Yeah, the rest of the game's not gonna be me skipping over stuff like this. I promise. I will like take the time to talk to students and stuff. Quests are gonna be my priority and everything. But like I will like talk to them and boost. And I know like they comment on like perfect. Like students will comment on stuff going on and everything, so. Oh, and you also gain, now I remember, you gain like I think like professor ranks for doing stuff like that.
Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Alright. So maybe I should talk to them.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my
I feel you, man.
assignment.
Like when spring comes around, I do not want to do anything in school.
Yeah.
Alright, so maybe you don't. Like that's the problem. It's like I feel like I know a little bit about this game, but I don't. So I'm going around pretending like it's like I do. I'll just talk to the dining staff. Today's special. So basically, you can pick characters to talk to. So we'll get Hilda and anyone else. Get Liam. Yeah.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
Whatever's served, I'll eat. No complaints.
Alright, the bonds have increased between the three of us. And my professor level went up. Very cool. But yeah, so like eating will increase like the support level, and like support will increase hit rate and bonuses, and you can even unlock like cool little conversations between everybody. Alright. So now I gotta talk to Claude, and then we can get started on the next mission.
Did you hear the news, Teach? Looks like we're gonna have a good old mock battle between the houses. The Golden Deer House isn't exactly what you'd call an elite group just yet, so you may want to whip everyone into shape with some extra training. After all, competition is only fun if you win. To that end, I'd better prepare as well. You know, I was researching what it's like to live here long before I even enrolled. Want me to fill you in, Teach?
Alright, so yeah, there's a bunch of little things. You don't need to listen to them. I already didn't, but there are a few more areas I want to discover. Just so that way we have them unlocked. There is like, I really do appreciate how big the area is. It's very nice. I
Professor?
think I've discovered every location. I still need to go to the second floor too, but that's for another day.
Okay.
Gatekeeper, my boy. I'll talk to you.
All right.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it? It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss
It's a pretty
anyhow.
good philosophy, you know? You can only do so much, you know? If you spend all your time regretting the past, you'll regret wasting your future, your present too. I mean, there's like little things we can pick up too, I like it. That's little explory stuff. Alright, I think I've gotten everything, so we're gonna go and get started on the next mission. It's Ferdinand's birthday.
Much appreciated.
Abilities. Can't reclass anyone. What about inventory? Alright, well, better go in. Formerly a promising young mercenary, you are now the newest professor of the prestigious Officers Academy. Students and faculty alike look on with curiosity as you engage in a mock battle between the school's three houses. So yep, this is the first new mission. After this, I will be completely blind again, and then I can start giving my genuine reaction instead of this whole like kind of skippy thing that I've been doing. Rivalry of the houses. I need to enunciate more.
Time for a mock battle, eh? How should we go about this? Well, you'll be our commander, that much is for sure. Just don't screw it up and everything will be great. Got it, Teach?
I'm not concerned.
Right. I'll do whatever I can to help too. I mean, I'm kind of obligated to. For example, if I add a little something to their food to upset their stomachs...
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, wink wink, I read you. You can't officially condone that sort of thing, right? But say, hypothetically speaking, students from the other houses started racing to the infirmary. As far as anyone knows, it could just be a harmless little stomach bug making the rounds.
Well, well, what a fascinating conversation you two are having. May we join?
Claude, I can't believe you would stoop to such crooked schemes to gain the advantage. Have you no honor?
If that was really my scheme, I wouldn't be talking about it out in the open. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until our battle to see what's really in store.
It's irrelevant anyhow. Whatever you have planned won't save you from a crushing defeat.
She has a point. Still, I'm rather eager to see what sort of schemes that mind of yours conjures up.
You heard him, Teach. We can't let these fine folks down.
If they insist.
Are you serious, Teach? Well, if a crooked scheme is really what you're after, I've got more
I
than
feel
a
like
few
this
of
is
those up my sleeve.
foreshadowing.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
I'm sorry, professors. It's about time I returned to my training anyway. Claude, Edelgard, until we meet again on the battlefield, farewell.
I look forward to assessing your abilities. I hope you don't disappoint.